Okay, GBP USD. Um, Check this out. We're definitely overextended. This is like a beautiful drop down. I know that it's happening. I saw this. Um, big move. I probably should have been in this yesterday, like when I was preparing for the week. Yeah, there's a play here, man. And it's probably best right in here. Um, I might stop way up here or something. We'll see if it pulls back. I don't know, man. I might be too late for this one. You never want to chase a trade down, though. You get in at the area where you need to get in, not where it's available right now. Do not do that, because I've been there before, done a million times, made that mistake. And yeah, you can really hurt yourself there. Anytime I get in, I want to be in a situation where it's favorable, and I don't hurt myself. This is the extremity of where I go. Ideally, I'd be here at the key level that I drew, even though that's arbitrary or whatever. But yeah, my stop's up here. Um, Maybe even a little bit further. Right? And then I drop in to this yellow. 3, 8, so 2% move, something like that. Extreme example is right in here, maybe above these two wicks that went stray. So maybe I'm something like that, 2-4. So when you're looking at this, you might compare this to other moves that I've identified and shown, and say stuff like, well, that's not very much for type of, this is kind of like a base trade for the rest of the combo to follow, right? So we're going to be comboing all the way down here with more trades, and this should be the granddaddy or whatnot. But what you want to understand is when I get into this situation, I'm not necessarily in a situation where the pivot lines are inherently better than one-to-one. Well, on these, it obviously is. See, the gap between here, when I say inherently better than one-to-one, the gap between here is bigger than the gap between the entry and the stop, obviously. So, and a lot of times whenever you're getting into the beginning of a move downwards, well, a move reversal situation, right? So this is the pyramid reversal strategy, the epitome of how to enter it. A lot of times you don't already have that big leaning in one direction. And so your stop loss is going to be a little bit bigger because of the uncertainty. As I start comboing trades down on this side of the hill, let me draw this in for you. Let me see it. Oops. So it's going to look like this, and then I'm going to look for it to drop down like that. Man, my writing is really bad. Anyways, as I go down this side of the pyramid, it's going to have some situations where it's really clean, inherently one-to-one, with real tight stops, because the likelihood of us moving downward with that momentum based on the averages of the previous day are going to be more lenient towards going down. And as I do that, as I get deeper into the move, this risk-reward ratio, turn this shit off. This risk-reward ratio will get tighter and tighter. So then I have moves that look like this, 8-to-1 risk-reward ratio type of thing. Instead, I got to deal with this for now, because there is uncertainty as to if we're really changing direction, because we're early. Hope that makes sense. If it didn't, leave a comment, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to watch this. I like this a lot. I don't know why that just happened. I like this a lot. It makes sense on even the higher time frames, like something that could fall off the face of the earth and be a big player, big mover, all the way down the baseline or so. But yeah. we're actually kind of in a, oh man, we might be changing overall trend because this is a higher high, higher low, and maybe we drop in. And, well, still, even that, if I'm playing this pullback, I can stop right here and be in really good shape. That's interesting, actually. I'm gonna watch that real close. I like plays like that. There's so much depth there. This looks like the same situation, similar situation. We're just dropping in off of this. It looks like it's been going up for a while and wants to change directions as well, higher low. Let me see if we can see it better on the daily chart. Not really, kind of sporadic here. No higher lows yet. This is a higher high than previous, but no higher low. But maybe we drop in and it looks something like that. I don't trust this one as much. It's just not as clean. I will watch it. This shit's crazy, man. So I wish I would have kind of held on to this. I don't know if I did or not. Not entirely sure. This is on the 1st. So we're in this, I guess. Sometimes, man, I be wondering what I be doing. I gotta get cleaner about this. You guys are seeing raw, real, like this is me. This is this is me with mistakes and all, man. And I don't want to hide it because I feel like there's so many traders trying to sell you courses. I get these YouTube ads all the time. People trying to sell me courses, say they got this one strategy that works and they're perfect and they're a millionaire trader. But the reality is there's a lot of us out here who are just trying to learn how to trade, and on top of that, need a way to earn capital so we can put towards trading, right? To trade Forex, you need money. You definitely do, unless you want to do like the over leverage thing, which I don't condone. But we're going to address that, all that stuff in the little course that I put together. So check the link, look for that. I think it's there's time for us to kind of dig into this as traders who are realistic and people who are just trying to get started. It's a whole different game for us. Anyways, yeah, this is the skill of analysis. This is it. I'm in this right now. March 1st is when I put this out here. So for some reason I didn't put my little vertical one in here, but it needs to be. And yeah, this is a play off of the key level, not the pivot, which is different for me. Look how my stop is way the hell out of the way. We're still in a good situation here. There might have been another play right here. I doubt it though. That's a real heads up play to get in again right here. It's an opportunity, but and I can see that fastball, so maybe I'll write it in. I need to give myself a little bit more credit for stuff like that, because that is in my wheelhouse. I'm not going to put an arrow because I didn't pick it in real time. I picked it after the fact, but I do want to acknowledge it here. It looks something like that. We drop this in, and we drop lower, something like that. I don't know if I have real. What's going on with my price target? This price target is way down here, which is fine. Notice how tight my stop is. So this is a good example in action and showing you my stop on the second entry is much tighter because we've already got this downward momentum. So GBP CHF, that looks like it's going to fall too, but I'm not really feeling it overall. I don't think it's we got some divergence for sure here though. No, we don't. No, we don't. Not really. Yeah, you're dropping from this level. I don't know if that's a key level or not. I feel like this could be like a, I like to draw these channels, because a lot of this stuff is in channels. Where is the channel at? Shit, I can't see it. Something like this. And we have something like, maybe right near. So you notice the touches. Look for the touches of the white, the wicks. We're touching in this area. This one's going through and touching the top of it. But like I've identified like this channel, and then I go back beyond where I could just see, right? Because I'm biased whenever I can see what I'm highlighting. But when I go back in the past, and I kind of look for areas where that price has been played in, this has been played in right here. So yeah, it's a decent channel. Not my favorite, but it's decent. So I'll take it. Let's mute this a little bit. I don't want to overstimulate y'all. Anyway, so I'm looking for a drop down from here. Kind of identified that right here, and you know, it's a skill. It's just practice. And one of the things I'm going to do eventually is kind of go through my charts and show you guys what I have written in, and you'll be able to notice the exact areas and do it for yourself and try to see, develop that skill. Anyways, there's a drop down here. There's a trade here. There was a trade here. There was a trade right here. Could have got a little bit of that in and put the stop way up here, right? That was yesterday. And yeah, would have been a really good situation actually. It's kind of rough though because I didn't draw a fib for this for some reason. I should have, but I didn't. So the fib goes up here. And you guys know I'm kind of biased with the fib when it comes to drawing on the downside versus the upside. I'm going to go from here up to the first pullback, which is right here. Man, that's a hard one because really if I draw this, I can actually get that extension in there. I'm still learning. With the fib, man, it can be super tricky, right? So you see this one red bar right here. I can count that as my first pullback. I mean, baseline is here, obviously, but this would have been the first pullback. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and count this as the first pullback because it really was multiple bars and a change of direction. This was just like one day where we temporarily had a red bar. I'm looking for an actual pullback. So this is an extended pullback. This lasted almost a month, looks like, from the 25th of January until the 14th. So about 15 days, yeah. And then we bounced off of like 200 EMA and a 618. We bounced higher. And now we're at an extended level. This yellow line is 212, I believe. Yeah. And then drop down from there. And I'm going to look for it to hit baseline again. I think that's baseline. Or is that 0? That's 0. Maybe I do need to put my levels on there so you can see. This is 1, this is 0. Sorry, this is baseline, this is 100% extended in the fib. Pull back, pull back all the way up to 272. Then we pull back to 1. So I'm going to look for this drop, pull back to 1. And there's an entry here. There's an entry right here too. Drop that in. That's what it looks like. Anyways. GBP CAD looks pretty good. Whenever I see a channel like this, I like that. But then when I see this up here, I don't know if we really have broken out of the channel and staying out of it, or if we're just slowing down and coming back down into the channel and beyond. Because we could just be breaking through the channel here, which happened previously, you'll notice. but then we drop back through it. We might be breaking through the channel, coming back, touching the top of the channel, and going higher. That's a tough one, right? Because it doesn't stay in the channel for forever necessarily. It might be time for it to break free. I tried to do that a couple weeks back and came back in. Anyways, I haven't had a whole bunch of luck with this pair, but I think it could be interesting to watch. Let's see if we drop down from here. MACD wants to drop. Look at this. That might be at least. This might be a little bit, yeah. Still interesting. We'll draw this in. I'm always assuming that you guys know what I'm talking about and that y'all been kind of following this for a while, but if you haven't, that's the difference. So we see this here versus I guess it starts right in here is where my line is. So this is kind of like I'll go to the top of it. Here we go. So you notice this is going up, but MACD is going down. And MACD takes precedent over what I see on the chart. This is built off of the data, cumulative data of price action. Looks like we're dropping down, not going up. So I'll look for this to fall. I just don't know if I can actually trade it right now. I'm just seeing this. Fastball. I will have a prediction on the direction, and it'll look like this. But no, I'm not gonna do anything outside of that. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. GBP, nice. Oh man, this is beautiful too. Let me see here. Make sure that I mark these up. Okay, so AUD, this is like textbook, it's in there. Looks like March 1st. I drew this in. I didn't put an arrow because I didn't get in live, looks like. But there's an opportunity. I might have wanted to trigger here, didn't get filled, and then this is the 28th actually. Yeah, so this is an old play that I closed out. Okay, looks like we got in again right here. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, there's opportunity right here. We crossed over right here. We dropped in. So I'm gonna draw this, like so. Where's all my stuff at? I just had it. Okay, here it goes. Drop like that, and then we have a short. So the short looks like this. Above that area, drop in. Yeah. Okay. Huge. Could be a huge move. It's just kissing that level and then dropping down. So nice, man. I love it whenever I see stuff like this. It just makes you feel like you're doing your homework correctly. And that's what it's all about, man. That's where the confidence comes from. That's where the ability to detach yourself from your trading comes from. Get away from the emotion. When you do your homework, you feel good about your trading. You don't have to feel like, hey, I gotta make money, or hey, I gotta win every time. You just say, all right, well, I have a reason that I predicted what I predicted, right? I'm gonna cut this back here. Yeah, so we can see the separation here. But yeah, there's a position here that we're identifying. And the drop in, I'll probably stop right in here where the most recent price went sideways or whatnot and just kind of stayed. And we'll just aim there. And it's still 7% moves. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous once you see this stuff. So the problem, you might be thinking to yourself, why did I not get into this live? I would have had to been looking at my chart, or at least aware and in position for it last night around 8 o'clock. Really 9 o'clock to see, hey, there might be a pullback and I have an entry here and I can do it. And I would have set this trap. I don't trade on Sundays typically. I might start, but right now I don't. I just leave it Monday through Friday. Most of the time I don't get in on Fridays because I don't like holding over the weekend and messing up my weekend, obviously, because you're thinking about it. But unless it's like a really, really fat position, like a beautiful pitch right down the middle, or where I like it, then I'll swing on it. Lots of baseball analogies here. Anyways, so Euro USD, this is here. It looks like we closed this for a loss. Thank God we closed it early instead of taking a full 1% down. I'll jump to Euro pairs on the next video. All right, peace.